This candlestick is making me nervous. I feel like it's gonna catch the flowers on fire.
I also had a candle going, and then I was like, I do not have a lot of space where my computer is, so I better just blow it out because I don't need
Yeah,
the purpose of this is.
yeah, I think all the Disney princess ones are back. They were back out when I went, at least.
Yeah. And they have them in candles, but not the one that I wanted. I do have Spirit Halloween
Oh,
next year.
period.
Those are like two,
Okay,
3
there we
years old.
go.
I get my shirt in frame, but I don't think that's gonna really happen for a movie I've never seen.
I put on a purple sweater. Like,
I
that's
was
it. But I have all my Halloween decorations out behind me, so
I was gonna
this.
wear. I have a shirt with Dwight Schrute, like with the pumpkin on his head.
Oh
Couldn't
my God,
find
I
it.
love that episode.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, and I was like, I'm ghost face works, I guess.
You can't see it really, like, from far away, but it, like, mixes the, like, potion together.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Kylie's lag. Okay, she's leaving and rejoining.
Okay, awesome. Stellar.
Oh, maybe you don't have to leave. I can see you moving now. Maybe you should.
She's trying. Oh,
Oh,
what are we doing? What's happening? What a night.
I know. Kind of on brand though for the episode.
It's the ghosts.
But okay, wait, her camera's doing something now.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? I fucking hate. Are you joking? Okay.
This
This is what
so-
DIY is all about.
I can't wait to edit this part. It's just
Oh
us
my
sitting in silence and staring and
I
confused.
think there might be something with her Wi-Fi.
Kylie is just a gray wall for this episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gray. It's not black like she has her camera off. It's just like not
Yeah,
computing.
a big, like a scary, ominous wall. I
Yeah.
was gonna say, you're typing.
Okay, we see you.
What
We
in
see you.
God's name?
Wait, I'm kicking the other Kylie off.
No, literally, like
Yeah,
kick them all off.
Remove.
What is going on?
Happy Summerween!
What are our bets that I fling my hair and I hit it right into the candle and catch it on fire?
You don't have any product in your hair, do you? Because then you're
Hella. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, my hair is
Yeah.
not naturally this color. It's not
You're
naturally
cooked.
texture. Well, it'll make
terrifying.
for a great episode. Someone else is gonna have to edit it. But hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Love Street podcast Summerween super spooky episode. Post heat wave. I hope everybody survived. But the 4th of July is over, so it is.
Guys!
The 4th of July is over, so happy October, everybody. We're clocking out of summer, we're clocking into fall. We had a lot of technical difficulties. We are still working out the kinks, but we are here. We are so back after taking a whole uploading cycle off. How is everybody doing?
Not good.
We're not,
Oh my god.
we're not cooking with oil quite yet, but we'll
No.
We finally have an intro card and an ending card for the episode, so we're getting more official. Today, we're gonna just have a really chill episode, super spooky Summerween themed episode with some fun segments. So we don't have that much drama and or coverage. However, tune in for the next podcast episode because we've all got things to say about Taylor and Travis's wedding.
Oh yeah. TNT.
Yeah, just TNT married.
God.
Okay, and that, to kick off the horror, let us begin. Okay,
Absolutely.
we're gonna start off with our favorite Halloween costumes. Just get them out of the way. I didn't have very many exciting Halloween costumes when I was a kid, but I was a witch for 1 year, and I just loved the costume. I had the hat, I had the whole shebang, and I was the
No.
Little Mermaid, and I hated the Little Mermaid costume. The wig was so ugly, but that night, my grandma got me 20 Wendy's chicken nuggets, and I tanned
Fire.
them all, and then immediately threw them up. And
Oh.
that's just like that's just a fun piece of, I remember that night, and I think, oh my god, those 20 chicken nuggets were so glorious. The aftermath, not so much.
Do you have like a thing where you can't eat them anymore because it makes you like
Oh no, I
sensory?
went right back the next week.
Good for
No,
you.
I
Yeah, yeah.
respect it. I can't eat pie anymore because I threw up pie all over a Kmart one time. So
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
Mart.
yeah,
But I will say like some stuff does that to me. But I think it's just like I didn't like it all that much to begin with.
Oh,
Like
okay.
some stuff I just
Sure.
didn't like it all. Like I'm not losing much, but I love Wendy's chicken nuggets, and I think they were part of my last meal actually, if I remember correctly.
There was
But
some chicken on there. I don't remember what the
yeah,
company.
variety. But I love Wendy's chicken nuggets, and that was just such a glorious night. And I wish that I hadn't thrown them all up. I wish I could have kept them down. Very
Real.
rarely are 20 chicken
It
nuggets really
happens.
presented to you.
Yeah.
And I also dressed up as Jake Kiska, dressed as Oliver Reed.
That's so funny.
The costume was so uncomfortable. The beard sucked.
Oh,
But I
it
found
looks like it itches.
yes, but I found the exact same beard. So I had the whole, it was more accurate. And I
Yeah.
bought one of those fake cigars. Me and my two best friends dressed as Sam, Josh, and Jake for Halloween.
Amazing.
And it was just a very lore accurate costume, and I was just very proud of it. But this year, I'm prepared to dominate Halloween because my best friend's finally going to be 21. So we can actually do things, and we're going to be Frankie and Jackie Laura. And I'm
oh my god,
Cute.
that's crazy. Because I'm about to share something that kind of goes along with that.
okay, then you
Tea.
go next. Fire away.
So my favorite costume when I was a kid was a Frankie costume.
Yes.
Love.
The wig was awful. It was so bad. I also recently acquired like 200 original Monster High dolls. I know Kenzie knows about this.
I think I saw you post about this.
Did I see this?
tote
I
bin
think
full
I
of 400 of them for like little to no money from one of my regulars at my shop.
That's insane.
Perfect condition. They're all sitting on my bed right now because I was just trying to fix them all up. Anyways,
I will buy one from you.
dude, dead. Like seriously, you can have it. I'll message you after this.
Wait,
No,
honestly,
dead ass,
me too.
please.
They're
Wait.
okay, guys. Not to take away from it. Here's one sitting here, perfect condition.
Wait, I want one really bad.
Okay, you're gonna have to email me after this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Wait, I also kind of want one.
Okay. So email me after this.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we're
Um,
changing Monster High dolls.
No, literally, there's so many. You can't have like. I have a lot of Claudines because she's my favorite, but like it's fine.
She was my
Sorry.
favorite for a while too.
Love. My other favorite one was I was Dr. Frankenfurter for Halloween a couple years ago from Rocky Horror.
That
Period.
is so good.
And that was one of my favorite Halloween costumes I've ever done. Like my whole group did it with me. Like my friend Natalie went and did it too. And like the whole group of us did it and it was really fun. And we even went to like a midnight showing.
Oh,
Dressed
that's
up.
amazing.
That was really
A
cool.
Rocky Horror costume. Every single one that I see is so good.
It's so fun. It's so good. My last year Halloween costume sucked, so I won't bring that one up. But this year I'm gonna be in New York with my best friend Braxton. We're gonna try to go to Halloween. Heavy on the try.
Deep
Yeah,
cuts.
seriously.
And we are going as Shane and Ilya.
Kylie, I'm gonna need the pics.
You can have anything you want, Sugar. Trust. It's gonna be great. Those are my favorite Halloween costumes. I have like little to no pictures of any of them, but if I have, I'll
What's
send them
your
over.
weren't you Patrick Bateman one year?
Braxton was.
I swear it was you.
No,
Oh, no, AJ,
we're
that
just
was
so
AJ.
attached at the hip that we're just like the same. We're just like this.
Same person.
Of AJ, because I was like, I can picture your face in it, but it's AJ because she did the Patrick Bateman, like the big smile or whatever, holding the
Oh
axe.
yeah. My last year Halloween costume sucked ass.
I didn't dress up, so you've got one on me.
Yeah, I
went
have
to a
make
parrotfish show.
confession.
Oh, R.I.P.
I haven't dressed up for Halloween since probably 2019, 2018.
Dude, I have two
feel like
Halloween
a lot of
costumes planned for
people-
this year.
And it's my favorite
Same.
holiday.
Well, I was like handing out candy, and I don't have a big friend group, and my friend
Yeah,
group
me either.
that I have is not a party group of people.
No, I get
Right.
And
that.
a lot of them are like a year to 2 years younger than me, because a lot of them I met when I was working as a barista.
Yeah, because once
Right.
you're an adult and like too old to dress up, it's either you hand out candy at home or you go to the bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the only reason I dressed up this year was because
Don't
we went to
drink.
see Parrotfish. But like this year, I'm gonna go to New York. Hopefully,
Fingers crossed. I'm
crossed.
manifesting for you.
Yeah,
I will
Like,
be in New
genuinely.
York.
you can do it.
Yeah, we can scrounge with money. I have two Halloween costumes planned, Shane and Ilya, and then I want to go as Janice, who's my favorite Muppet.
Stop. You would be such a good Janice.
If you guys know the lore, you get me so well.
What does everybody have their costumes planned for this year? I also have two.
I
Oh
don't.
my gosh,
I
Shay.
Right.
I've
Kenzie's like, same thing as last year.
Yeah.
I've thought about them, but I haven't like settled on one. I'm probably gonna be in Nashville again because I was last year. That's a whole story. But I thought about it. I think I'm gonna try to convince my friend to be, the two girls from Total Drama Island, the big one and the really skinny one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want us to do that. She says no, but I feel like I could convince her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be Frankie and Draculaura, but have you guys seen Night at the Museum?
Yes.
Of course.
You know,
Are
what?
you gonna be the cowboy and the gladiators?
Yes. I love those guys. I was almost
Jedediah and what is his name?
Jedediah.
know.
Oh fuck.
It's like Maximus or some shit like that.
What is his name?
Octavius.
Octavius.
And I'm
That's
gonna be
close.
Octavius and she's gonna be Jedediah.
Oh, that's so good. I think one of my favorite ones, I was Nacho Libre one time.
Yes.
Love that.
Oh my goodness.
That was pretty good. Last year, I was the fairy godmother from Shrek.
I love that.
Period.
I
remember that.
wanted to karaoke Holding Out for a Hero, but I did not make it to karaoke that night since I was at a goth rave.
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was fun. And then one time when I was like really young, me and my brother were Batman and Robin. He was
Aw.
Batman, I was Robin. So yeah. So those are my top 3.
I need to find another SpongeBob lover to be like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Okay. SpongeBob lover, my 25th birthday. I'm Unk, okay? Chopped and Unk right here. It's coming up.
We're in the Unk Nation chat right now.
Unk Nation, literally, I'm the president. It's gonna be so huge. I'm sorry.
Scary.
It's like the life.
Ooh. God, I
I'm
hope he
trying
does.
I saw people that were like, wouldn't it be so funny if it was on July 4th? And I was like, yes, please.
God, I wish. Dream come true.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was somebody else's 250th birthday as well.
Did y'all hear Mitch McConnell died?
I was just gonna bring
What?
that up. He's
Yeah.
he's on life support because they want him to hold his seat until like August something.
Isn't that
Pull the plug.
insane?
Pull the
That's America.
pull the
Pull the
We're
plug.
gonna be outside with picket signs.
Uh-oh.
Pull the plug. Right.
So I don't have any pictures of these. I did send that picture of me and my brother dressed as Dorothy in the Cowardly Lion because it's so funny to me. It's so low quality. The sickest I've ever been in my 22 years of life. In the like physical photos that we used to have, I couldn't find them. My eyes are red, and it's not from the flash.
Oh
It was
no.
bad.
Goodness.
I always get sick on Halloween, so that's like a recurring thing. But my favorite costumes, number 1, I was like a zombie in 2nd grade, kind of, but it was like a zombie if it was like a rock star that got turned into a zombie. And I know my hair's brown now. My hair was wispy, like white blonde as a kid. I showed up to school with my hair sprayed black and teased like 80s tease. I got
That's
some look.
so
I got some look. Well,
Wow.
because my dad was like, well, we can do it after school for trick or treating. And I was like, no, I need it for the party because we didn't do a wig. And I was like, no, we're gonna spray it. Another year in like 7th grade, it was one of the last like costumes I had where I actually went trick or treating. I was a nun with my friend. It was around the time The Nun came out, like the Conjuring universe.
Okay.
You weren't scary though. It was a great costume too because it gets cold as fuck in Michigan on Halloween. Sometimes it'll snow, so it kept us warm, and it was just like I don't know. We got some funny looks for sure because we were in like a conservative community trick or treating,
Right.
but we thought it was funny, and I didn't grow up Catholic, so I was fine with it.
It's hilarious
But
to me.
my best costume, I know it was so funny, and like my grandma was like, "That's blasphemous," and I was like, "But it's funny." Have you guys you've seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Of course.
Of course I've seen Wreck-It Ralph.
So
we
my
were
brother
just
and
listening
I,
to that soundtrack after we saw Obsession, me and my best friend, because we were
that soundtrack's good. My brother was Fix It Felix, and I was Vanellope.
I
And
love that.
my dad was an engineer. He made me the car. And I like it wasn't like it didn't have a motor or anything, but like he
It's a
built it
full
from like
size like automobile.
that'd be so funny. But I had it, I basically wore it kind of like suspenders around myself, but it wasn't super heavy. And
Cute.
I even had like the signature up front and it looked like it was made of candy. It was really cool.
Aw,
That's fire.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. You guys should give me ideas for what to be for Halloween this year.
Yeah,
Because
we
I
should.
don't go out for Halloween.
Right.
And I live in an apartment, so like I'm not having people come to my door like trick or treat.
Right.
I usually just watch horror movies and then after like 8 p.m. then I go get the discount candy because that's when I put it on sale.
When I told my best friend we were doing this episode and I told her about the Halloween costumes, she brought up this one. When I was like a tween, like 13 years old maybe, I went through a major Harley Quinn phase, like most of us do, I think.
Oh gosh, I have a story
And
for that. Continue.
I dressed up as Harley Quinn, and of course I got the wig because how can you be? Oh,
Did we freeze? Oh, wait.
I'm so
She goes, wait a minute.
okay.
Who was that?
He's back!
Oh my goodness.
It's a miracle.
It's a Halloween miracle.
Yeah.
Do any of you watch Gravity Falls?
Oh my God, yes, I did watch that.
Yeah. I was like that candy freak dude brought her back for us.
The Summerween Trickster.
Yeah.
Summerween Trickster. Oh my goodness, I love that episode so bad. Grunkle Stan trying to scare those kids and they walk in on him.
No, that was so hilarious.
It reminds me of Frank Heffley in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies when he's trying to scare trick-or-treaters.
Another top tier piece of Halloween content, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I just reposted a Lazy Susan edit from Gravity Falls.
I'm gonna have to go find that.
I resonate so heavily with that show. Oh my goodness. I could go on about that for hours, but
Same.
I had the Harley Quinn costume, right?
All right, we're talking about Harley Quinn.
So I dressed up as Harley Quinn and I had this wig and I was like, the pigtails are kind of heavy. The wig is not sitting right. Let me take the pigtails out and brush out the wig. And hey, a wig that was made for pigtails is actually not even at all when you take it out of the pigtails. So I wore this fuck-ass wig, brushed out on Halloween through my entire neighborhood. I looked awful. And my best friend was like, "Are you gonna like put that in?" And I was like, "Maybe I'll talk about it." No one will ever see that picture of me because I was like, knowing me, I would end up like in the future, this podcast goes viral and I will never live that down. And I'm not doing that to myself. So no one will ever see the photo of me in my brushed out Harley Quinn wig. And that's just gonna have to be how it is.
That's so real.
I have an irrational fear that one day I'm gonna blow up on it like the internet and someone's gonna find my mom's Facebook. Because if you go there, every picture from like 2011 to now is available.
Yeah. My mom doesn't have that many embarrassing photos of me on her Facebook, but
my mom has a lot.
My mom thinks she's an influencer. Like that's how she posts.
Well, so I think she does have the Harley Quinn photo on her Facebook, and that's really unfortunate. I should get her about that. I need to send some emails.
Yeah, just take her phone and go in her privacy settings.
Yeah, seriously.
Right.
I need to report her account for slander.
I did that to my mom once, but some photos still pop up, and I told her under the ruse, I was like, "Oh, so your students don't find you on Facebook?" That's what I told her.
Your students don't find me on Facebook.
Yeah,
right.
So they do. I got a message from one of her students on TikTok.
Ew.
A sixth grader. I said, absolutely not. I don't want anyone under 18 following my. Blocked her real quick.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What the hell? Hey, and if you're watching this,
and you're a sixth grader,
sixth graders.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, I'll tell my Harley Quinn story to take up time so Kylie doesn't miss like important segments. So, speaking of the sixth grade,
dun dun dun.
I was in sixth grade, and Suicide Squad had come out like the summer before sixth grade.
Yes.
Something like that. I fucking love the movie. So my mom got me a Suicide Squad t-shirt. I wore it to school one day. We had an assembly that day that no one told us about. Would you care to guess what that assembly was about?
Suicide prevention.
Suicide prevention. Yes, it was.
You're like writing prevention under Suicide Squad. Like,
and they didn't tell us first of all, they didn't give us a heads up that we even had the assembly. And then they didn't tell us what the assembly was about. We had to find out as it was going on. I'm sitting like in the front row next to my guy friend. And as we both realize what it's about, we look at each other and I just slowly sit back and I cross my arms so you can't see it. And then after the assembly, I had choir. My choir teacher, shout out Mrs. Good. She was older. Not happy with me. She's like, well, did you know that was today? And I was like, no, we're in 6th grade. You guys didn't tell us that we were even having an assembly.
Horrible timing.
Yeah, that's my luck.
That's so funny. Oh my goodness. I have to show you guys something. I meant to put this in the background of my set, but I forgot. Okay, so I was just on vacation, as we all know. But I went to an arcade. We went to Tennessee, and we like to go to arcades down there. And I spent $6,000 in ticket. Or 6,000 tickets, not $6,000.
Oh, I was like,
no, I spent 6,000 tickets at the arcade. And I got this epic pirate costume set.
Ooh,
and it came with this like mask. And I got home and I was like, I don't need a pirate costume. So what can I do with it? So I made the mask a taxidermied pirate head.
That's kind of
I love that.
And it came with like a old-timey like pistol too. So I think I'm gonna make that into another like not taxidermy, but like another thing on like a plaque for my room. But I was like, I was gonna put it in the background of my set, but there's no room. So, but I wanted to show her off.
Oh my gosh! So, speaking of that, I was telling my brother earlier about the podcast because I was trying to think of like certain things for the different sections, and I was like, yeah, I don't really have anything spooky in the background. He's like, well, I can stand ominously in the corner.
Terrifying.
I'm like, Jimmy, go away.
I'm like,
I just saw Obsession. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Movie.
It was so.
Yeah.
It was so good. I haven't
seen it yet.
I saw it.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I won't say anything.
Like this.
Yeah,
I saw it twice, and it was so good.
Yeah.
It gave exactly what it needed to give.
It's my movie of the year so far.
It's
okay.
So good.
I'm trying to convince my brother and sister-in-law to come with me to go see it, and they're like, "What are we gonna do with the baby?" And I'm like, "You have 2 perfectly good parents that would love to watch your child."
Kids, and they're like, "What are we gonna do?" Like, not my problem.
Bring her.
Not leave me alone for the rest of my life.
No.
How old's
you guys
the baby?
My friends first.
Like, will the baby be messed up if it sees the movie, or will it not remember?
She won't remember. She's only like 15 months old.
Oh
yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, bring the baby.
Bring the baby.
Right.
Mason, Sarah, if you're watching this, let's get it together.
Where did we leave off?
We're going to talk about what songs we think would go well in a horror movie. I have one song that I'm unwavering about, and it's Reaching by Ida Mae. I think that song would go. The intro is very Ida Mae. It's acoustic, but it's very like folky, very, very Appalachian in my personal opinion.
Okay.
I think it would go very good in like a cryptid horror movie, but also
as soon as you said Appalachian.
Yeah, it very much serves to me like Fear Street or Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It's very Season of the Witch, Lana Del Rey's version to me. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm not going to put any music in here, but if you're out there, go listen to Reaching by Ida Mae because it would be fantastic in a horror movie. I add it to all of my like spooky playlists, but I am unwavering in that one. But I just wanted to kick us off so someone else can share one as well.
I'll share one. The one I'm going to share is probably going to be the only song that anybody knows.
Okay.
I did like really specific kind of deep cuts for certain ones. But anyways, so this is actually a song that was like with the TikTok trend during COVID. And the trend itself was pretty spooky too. So maybe that's why. But also the lyrics are super morbid. Breeze Blocks by Alt J.
Okay.
It's basically about my understanding, the lyrics are about like killing your partner. It's very dark. That entire album honestly could be a score for a horror movie.
That's how I feel about Mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other Mothers got bangers. They're all so dark. Like,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
All J is so weird. The first album, that's the song that it's off of. One of the best debut albums I've ever listened to, but I will say their music is an acquired taste. It's very weird.
I
And
do
then
like All Day. I used to listen to them a lot during COVID, and COVID did introduce me to them, like the trends on TikTok.
Well,
but
yeah, because
I do
it was
like them
that
a lot.
trend, and then their song, one of their songs is the theme song for. We always talk about this fucking TV show, Outer Banks.
Yes.
It's a theme song. But the first album is very dark, kind of spooky, and like very poetic and morbid. And then the rest of their songs are like the Outer Banks theme song. And I'm like, what happened?
Right.
Like, I don't
They
know.
had to get through some stuff.
Yeah, but that would definitely be a good horror movie pick for me.
So I have two that are really like obscure that I kind of looked for. I was like, what is going to be good? But I have one for a very specific reason, and y'all might know what I'm talking about, but I'm also older than all of y'all, so it might have like skipped you. Pretty Woman.
Oh, Roy Orbison,
Okay.
or is it a cover?
Yeah, no, by Roy
Okay.
Orbison.
Okay.
Pretty Woman. It's got, okay, so when I was younger, YouTube was, it was like the Wild Wild West. It wasn't like, this was
Yeah.
before this was like 2007.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Okay.
There was a video of this old man in his basement dancing along to Pretty Woman. And it later came out that this old man had done nefarious things to women. And so now every time I hear Pretty Woman, it freaks me the fuck out. It's got such a like sinister undertone to it. It could fit so well in a horrible, horrible movie about stalking.
Yeah. And a lot of the songs that I wrote down like a pretty long list, but my favorite type of horror is like mountain horror, like The Hills Have Eyes, that type of I just think it's super interesting. And like cryptid horror, I think is a lot of the music that I wrote down is not scary music, but could be a very chilling thing to be. It's kind of like when people are like, I got in a car crash and Love You Like a Love Song by Selena Gomez was playing. Like,
yeah, there's a vision to
right.
it.
Like if it happens at the right time in a movie, it could be really good. I will say that Reaching, I think, just has a horror movie vibe, but the rest of the ones that I wrote down, I don't think have that vibe. But
That's like the one I wrote down, and there's a story to it that I'll explain. So it's technically my little brother's idea, but when he told it to me, my brain exploded. So my brother Jack wants to make movies when he's older.
Period.
Specifically because he has perfect pitch and comes up with film scores all the time in his room. Kid's crazy. Like, it's insane.
I wish.
Yeah.
So my little brother's favorite person in the entire world is Michael Jackson. Like, he loves him, always has. Memorized all his dance moves when he was little, type shit. So he wants to make a movie. And when he said this, I was like, wow. Where it's like this guy, very 24, this guy like falls in love with all these women, but when they catch on to the fact that he's like stalking them, he kills them. Like one by one. Each girl is like, there's this crazy stalker going around. Like, have you heard about it? And he's like, no, that's crazy. And then when they're like, it's you, he cuts it. But he wants the last bit of the scene to be like this guy's friends and family finding out it's him, to Who's Loving You by the Jackson 5.
Ooh.
Oh,
that gave me chills.
When he told me that, I literally chills. I was like, crazy.
Bro.
Fire.
That's insane.
Insane. And then you listen to it and it's like, oh my god, yeah.
Sure.
I like the bluesy stuff. Like Sinners, I can't believe anybody hasn't done a blues score before.
Another one that I wrote down is Tusk by Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I just think that song is so. What the heck are we doing, guys? It's just such a unique Fleetwood Mac song for them as a band, and I love the instrumentals in it. I think it's very unique, but I think that the musicality of that song is so interesting, and there's a lot of sort of organy, piano-y sounds and like synth that I think is very horror-esque. And this is proving to be a lot harder to explain in words than I thought it was going to be. But
yeah, I kind of have a like completely opposite thing. Ever since I was a kid, when I listen to music, I'm like, what kind of scene would this be? Like, I used to want to be a filmmaker before I realized, no. But like, even during this, I was like, okay, what's happening in the scene? What has happened before? What's going to happen after? And some of these don't make sense either. I think I'm just going to rapid fire the rest of my list because one of them is bluesier. It's Run Through the Jungle by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
I love CCR.
They were my top artists last year, technically, but it was all in CDs, so it wasn't like calculated towards my like Apple Music thing. That song in specific, the intro is very, again, I'm gonna describe it like if it wasn't a movie, but it has a very deep bayou, creepy, foggy type vibe.
I love that.
So that's a big one for me. And then I said Breeze Blocks. Okay, this one I was talking to Kylie about. It's very specific. It's a cover of Jolene by Dolly Parton, but it's done by the White Stripes. The original I feel like is very like poppy, upbeat. The White Stripes one is a lot more darker and it's more reflective of the lyrics, like how kind of devastating they are. I feel like that would be really good. And then I have another cover and it's a mashup. So it's a mashup of Starburster and In Heaven by Fontaines DC. In Heaven is a David Lynch song. I think it was for Eraserhead. Is that David Lynch?
Yes.
I'd have to double check that. I don't know. Don't like
I'm
quote
pretty
me
sure
on
you're
that.
right.
But yeah, it's David Lynch. It's like some like old creepier movie. And then my last song is Welcome to the End of Your Life by The Driver Era. It's basically about dying and being reflective over your life and whether or not you were a good person, I guess.
Damn.
I'll speedrun mine too.
Ooh.
I know. I just speedrun those. Is a lot.
Okay. I put Consoler of the Lonely by the Raconteurs. Now I love anything Jack White. Didn't realize until after I said that song wrote on my list that is in Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
Death Kink by Fontaines DC.
Yep.
I put, speaking of Dolly Parton, I put Dolly Parton, but the original version of I Will Always Love You by her because it is a little freaky. And I love her. She's my favorite person ever. Not too much on my girl Dolly.
Dolly, come on the pod.
It feels more eerie.
No, I agree. It's a lot less produced. And I think that that's what makes it so...
Like, listening to it, I'm getting, like, very Pearl. Like, I'm losing my mind in a relationship. And I love them so much, but I'm, like, losing my shit. And then my last one, which makes me feel like a performative man, I put Beyond the Grave by Dungeon, which was Joe and Jake from Post Animals. One song hit they did.
This is such a side note. We need to put more metal in horror movies.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, do you have any Black Sabbath or anything on your list?
Speaking of that. Okay. I don't have any metal, but okay. The Wizard by Black Sabbath.
Yes. Now we're talking.
But also, there's this song called Alpha Deer Heitier by this Norwegian metal band. All I'm saying is I listen to it every time I have a headache and my headache goes away. I don't know what that's about.
As a migraine girly, I might have to try this.
Juju in that song.
I will send it to y'all. You've got to give it a chance, okay? Because it's
Norwegian metal.
It's a bit odd. It's a bit odd, but every time, I don't know what's wrong with me. Every time I listen to it, headache gone.
Hey, I love odd metal, especially metal. And metal in a different language is so... Yeah, oh my god, Måneskin. Their like first album coming off of Eurovision, life-changing, genuinely.
And now, no shade to Damiano David, however the hell you say his name. What are we doing with the solo career, bud?
Rough out here.
Right.
Rough out here.
Genre bending.
Yeah. Also, kind of rapid fire through some of mine. A lot of mine are very specifically like sort of obsession related because it's on the brain. This one's kind of on the nose, but it's Psycho by Jack Kittle. I mean, it's literally just like a perfect... That's also very Pearl to me.
Oh, I know High Lung. Sorry.
You're fine.
One of my friends took photos for them a couple years ago. They had like torches on stage.
Yes. Love High Lung. Anyways.
I also think Mary on a Cross by Ghost, that song,
Okay, yeah.
that song changed my life, but it did do a lot
That
of
was
other
so
people as
good.
well. Holiday Road by Lindsay
Yeah.
Buckingham. And House of the Rising Sun.
Which
Yeah.
version?
The Animals.
Okay.
I
I'm
just
a Bob Dylan kind of.
I saw
behind-
Joan Baez one in a horror movie one time, and I was like,
Well, that's how I felt watching Obsession. They put 2 Current Joy songs in there. And I was like,
Yes.
this is targeting me. Like, what are we doing?
A Teenager in Love by Dion and the Belmonts.
Ooh,
I think that
that's a
really
good one.
I think that I also love like a good classic like 60s, 70s horror too. Dropped my
Even with the cheesiness, I feel like the vibe is like, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I will admit, I haven't seen a lot of the like classics. They're all on my list that only ever grows. I'm more of like a modern like indie horror person. Um,
I
my
love a
brother
short
always tells
film.
me.
Mhm.
Short films are great. I was just telling Kylie
Love a
about
short
one
film.
earlier. Someone made a short film about like mimics or whatever, and it was very. I know I'm trying not to say like the real name. I was talking of earlier. I'm superstitious about this. They made a film with that, but it was low budget. They never actually showed it. They just like did like the sounds and
Okay.
stuff. It was very well done considering it was a bunch of YouTubers making it. I feel
Yeah.
like they need
Yeah.
to dive into that more with like movie,
Yeah.
but also it would make me shit my pants. So maybe
Yeah.
No,
maybe
same. I would have nightmares after that.
yeah. That's
I
I know I
can't
was
Like,
just with my
especially with the
brother
lights on.
and
I
he said
wanted
the word
sorry.
and I was like, shut up. Like stop talking. He's like, it's not gonna come here.
I know I wanted
It
to
will if you keep fucking talking about it.
Exactly.
I wanted to for this episode really bad do our like sharing our own paranormal experiences, but I figured we could save that for actual Halloween.
I
Yeah.
have so many stories.
That's gonna be a long episode, but
Yeah.
I have the thing that lives in my house that I've talked about, I've alluded to before on this podcast. The thing that's attached to me mimics my family members very frequently.
Oh
And
God.
it is true. I just told a coworker about this actually like 2 days ago about the mimicking stuff because that was like when it truly set in for me because so many things you're like that can be explained away. And that started and it kicked up 10 notches of things that were happening in my home after the mimicking began. But it happened like within a week. It was like mimicking friends, it was mimicking family, it was mimicking like
Ugh.
everybody.
Mm.
And yeah. But I won't get into that now because I'm gonna scare myself. I gotta go to bed tonight.
Yeah, I don't have any paranormal experiences of my own.
Maybe
Oh.
maybe I'll have
you got a
one
couple months.
I got hate crime by a
time
ghost.
October
It was
comes.
not fun.
Oh, period.
I have one freaky one that happened to my dad when he was a kid, but I don't know if he was bullshitting me or not. Oh,
You could tell it.
yeah, I'll
But
tell
on
it
the
on Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah. But I have some recordings, I have videos and I have some voice recordings of my spirit box that I can put into the Halloween episode. Because I just want to share them so bad. And
Yeah.
I sound like an absolute crazy person when I talk about the things that have happened in the house. And it's not to say like none of this has ever happened to anyone else before. It definitely has. But I don't care if anybody thinks I'm insane. I'm showing that footage because it is so real to me, the things that
Yeah.
I've experienced. And I think that that's such a, whether you're a believer or not, it's so entertaining to see other people's evidence. But
Yeah.
I don't mess with the mimic thing. And
Yeah.
a lot of that is like the reason I will never touch a Ouija board. I will never do any sort of summoning ritual. These things come to me.
No.
Things come to me
Yeah.
naturally. I don't summon these things. So I don't need to be bringing in more. I've got enough baggage. Like me and my 3 ghosts. Like I've got enough baggage. Let's move on. We're going to talk about our favorite types of horror movies and the things that scare us the most, which kind of we segued into already with the mimic thing.
Yeah.
The 2 movies I have under like favorite horror, one is Splice, which if you haven't seen it, it's kind of an older movie. It's about an alien. It was one of the first horror movies I ever saw that I really sat through and watched. The other one I put on here was Friday the 13th. Watched that as a child with my brother and my cousin. That was my very first introduction to horror as a genre. But then Splice was what I was like, something's going on here. And then I saw Barbarians for the first time when I was on vacation in an Airbnb, mind
Oh,
you.
you're about
Oh
to break
no.
Crazy
Yeah.
choice.
Right. But anyways, that movie stuck with me so hard. I don't know if y'all saw my story, but or I talked about it somewhere. I don't
You
remember
and me
where.
had a conversation on Discord. I don't know about
Yes,
anyone.
it made me sob. It
Mhm.
made me cry.
I've heard
Thinking about
crazy
it now,
things
I'm
about that
like
movie.
tearing up.
It's
Have
not.
you seen it?
No, I have. I've seen like pretty
Oh,
much every spoiler, but
okay.
so I've practically seen it.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
think I'll watch it based on the paranoia
Yeah.
after the
What
It's
it
fact
very
is?
much
situation.
like one of those horror movies where, yeah, it's a horror movie, but also it's like very deep into an issue that is a thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like in this
Yes,
case,
and it was
sexual.
real life, and I legitimately sobbed for 20 minutes afterwards, and I have watched that movie. I went on vacation, I guess a month ago, almost a month ago now. I've watched that movie 6 times since getting back because I am like, it's stuck to my soul. And
Yeah.
I watch it and I cry every time.
I think
So
that's
that's my
honestly why I
list.
went to go see Obsession again. Like I was like, I haven't given this the attention it deserves. Like I need to sit with it
Also,
again and
in Barbarian, I feel like it's kind of crazy. They hired Bill Skarsgård and he's not even in half the movie. I
I
found that
know.
really funny. Because
they
like
said
he's
you've
a
done enough, King.
horror guy. And then Justin Long is in it for like way too long.
No, literally. I was like, seriously? You had Bill Skarsgård and Justin Long, and
Yeah.
you picked one of them to be in it for a while and the other one not, and you picked wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Speaking of Justin Long, we can segue into my movies.
Okay.
Because my number one horror movie of all time, don't ask me why, Jeepers Creepers. The first one, not the ones with like the high school kids or whatever. I I couldn't tell you why, because it's like a pretty like I feel like straightforward horror movie. It's just so good, and it's one of the first ones that I remember, like actually remember. We had it on DVD at the condo we lived in when I was younger. But that's my number one. I rewatch it like every summer. I don't know why in the summer. You'd think it'd be on Halloween, but I rewatch it all the time. And then I also have The Mist, Stephen King, which I know Stephen King is not not great, but
No.
The Mist is really good. I will say the last 10 minutes, go fuck yourself, Stephen King. Why the fuck would you write that? And then let's see, what else do I have? The original Carrie, not the remake that they made.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Not the
and
Riverdale
then
version either. Just curious.
yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
Right. Just making
And then
sure.
this,
You never
and then
know.
my last movie, it's a newer one, and I recently actually watched it for the first time a couple months ago, but it's really good. Ready or Not. Didn't see the new one. I didn't see the new one that came out with Elijah Wood. But I don't know, it reminded me of, for some reason, ninth grade literature, we read a lot of really fucked up short stories for our like curriculum in
We did too.
English. And it
Mhm.
reminded me a lot of the story we read called The Most Dangerous Game. It's about this guy who's basically being hunted for sport and like a cash prize or whatever. It reminded me of that, but it's like more fucked up. But I don't know. I just really like the actors, and like there's a lot of it's good writing in terms of character redemption too, outside of the horror part. Yeah, and then I know I just listed all these. None of them are actually in the like genre of horror that I like think is the most interesting. I said folk horror. So like
Ooh.
Yeah.
anything specifically European, those motherfuckers got some scary shit, especially
Oh
like
my
the Irish,
God. Yeah.
because like Midsummer is one. That's are they in Sweden in that?
It's Switzerland.
Think
Yeah.
so.
Switzerland, close enough. They're in Switzerland. Like that shit's terrifying. And then there's a newer movie called The Watchers. It's based off of a book, which is based off of Irish folklore. That it's not a scary movie, but the idea is extremely terrifying.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I want to say I've heard the folklore story
Yeah.
of the water, but I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, it's the movie's pretty good. I think they could have done better with the portrayal of the actual Watchers. That's what they're called. But I think maybe part of the horror is the unknown part. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota, what's her name? Coraline. She voices Coraline. Dakota Fanning, the older one. She's in the movie. And the
Something.
girl from Barbarian. Yes, somebody. One of them.
Ah.
Slay.
But yeah. I'm not a slasher person.
Neither am I. If I'm looking
Or
for
like
like
gore.
genuine horror, like if I'm looking to be like messed up by a horror movie, I can't do a slasher. If I'm looking to just watch
Yeah.
a scary movie, like watch a movie on Halloween, or like I feel like watching something that's a little bit heavier than like The Office, or a little bit heavier
Yeah.
than listening to a podcast or something, I'll watch a slasher, but they're not my favorite by any means.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like horror is such a blank canvas, and that's the route you're gonna go. That's my thinking on it.
I know.
And I talked about this in my obsession review. The new take that I think that a lot of Gen Z filmmakers are going to be taking, because we've seen it all. It's so oversaturated. It's just like the pop industry. We've done pretty much everything surface level, like that would be
Mm.
scary, murder, like, stalking, things like that. Now it's time to dig into the like
Existential fears and
yeah,
stuff.
and
Yeah.
here's all the, the weird things that you wouldn't think scare you, but for some reason they do. Things that look like people that aren't really people, and things
Yes.
that, liminal spaces and silence and, the human experience truly, like
Oh yeah.
allegories within horror
What
movies.
is
I love
yeah.
when they do that type of stuff, because that to me
Have-
is like you can relate it to, it's a fear and it's a
yeah. It's
unrealistic
just
situation.
amplified.
You can feel it. Yeah, and like
I think it's called Leviticus. It's a new one. It's a political statement on homophobia, obviously, because Leviticus is the chapter, whatever the Bible that
yeah.
says, whatever.
Right.
I'm pissed because they're not showing it in all theaters like they were with Obsession and Backrooms. They're showing it at very select theaters, and then if that does well, then they're gonna like extend it out more.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's the exact statement they're trying to make,
Exactly.
isn't it?
That's what I was saying. Because at first I was like, oh, is my theater not showing it because they're like against the message? Like, how the fuck? But then I read online because it's one of those films where like they pick up from like Sundance Film Festival or something and
Mhm.
then they dish
Mhm.
it out. It wasn't like made to be for the theater. So I think
Okay.
that's why. I'm hoping
Yeah.
that's why.
Taking it right off. We'll just get right back into it. I can share my movies really quick. I don't have that many, because just like you, Kenz, I also have not seen a lot of the classics.
Yeah.
But I'm very particular about my movies, and I have very specific special interests that stem from the movies. So I'm putting Coraline on this list because it was the first movie that I ever watched when I was a kid. I was maybe like 6 or 7 years old, and I don't do
6 or 7, you
it.
say?
I'm begging you guys, let me have this.
Say that age one more time.
I have to.
But
Kenzie and I said,
but I watched it when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I really I was like, wait, guys, this is my shit, I think. And I was like, I need to stick with this. And it also is just like we talked about the book in the Discord, and the story itself is so much darker than the movie
I
portrays it.
haven't read it and I really want to.
I would
You can
it's
borrow my
very
copy.
short. I have a copy as
Yeah.
well.
I'll go get mine.
But
Kenzie comes into my house with it. We're like, oh hey.
yeah. I read the book, The Saltines on
Dude,
on
the Saltines we're sponsored by them.
sponsored by Saltines. But yeah, the book is just so much darker than the movie, and I think that having read the book now and having seen the movie enough times that I could recite it word for word, it's just such a well thought out story, and I really like it. And I think that's what got me into more like psych horror than like body horror or anything of that sort. I also have It. I love that movie so dearly. The remake, but only part one. Chapter two was terrible.
Yeah, I like the kids
Yes.
more than the adult version.
Yeah, and it's more relatable for us now in the time that it was made, and it was like we had a special connection with that movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also put The Shining. I I know that might be a controversial take. I don't know. That is like the one classic that I've seen that I can like I could watch it again, and it's not a comfort movie for me, but I can put it on and not be terrified of it, but I don't know what it is about that movie. I just like the lighting in the set and the
Yeah.
content of the story. Like, I just really like that movie, and I know that that's a controversial opinion, but
Yeah, I liked it. Kylie and I were talking earlier. She does not.
I hate that movie.
Have you
which is
seen
fair.
Doctor Sleep, Have you seen that
No.
one?
No,
It's
my
so
dad
good.
keeps recommending it to me. My dad has read like every Stephen King book, and that was where I got a lot of the anytime that I want to watch like any sort of horror movie or like psych horror or anything, my parents are usually the first to recommend one to me, and he really wants me to watch Doctor Sleep. So I probably will.
So good.
I've heard good things about it, so I probably will. But my final movie, unwavering on this opinion, one of the best horror movies of all time, Grave Encounters.
I
How
knew you
many
were gonna
times,
bring that one up.
how many times can Emily talk about Grave Encounters in the Love Street Discord of the Love Street podcast? It's it was an indie horror film when it came out. It's gotten more of traction now, but it wasn't released in theaters, and it sparked my love for found footage in a real special way. And found footage can be done terribly, and found footage can be done like it was done in Grave Encounters. And just something about it, it's a good mix of like body horror in a way that is like psych horror. Like you're watching people lose their minds as opposed to like watching people be tortured.
Yeah.
It's a different type of situation, but I have a special place in my heart for that movie. I found out about it through a Loey Lane video and I watched it and I was like, this is fire. And it really freaked me out when I watched it. And one day I'll like sit my friends down and make them watch it with me. But until then, it rests in my heart as my favorite horror movie. I really do love that movie so much.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up Creep.
Oh my God, and you know what? I so should have. And thank you for
I
reminding
was
me,
waiting
actually.
for that.
Yeah.
There's so many movies that I probably forgot to bring up.
Mark Duplass, I'm sorry. You know how I feel about you.
Yeah. He's an avid watcher of the show.
Yeah. He tunes in. He did ignore my request to interview him, but he is an avid watcher of the podcast. He's all up in my emails.
Of course.
First subscriber for real.
Yeah.
Okay,
posting
Kylie,
videos.
before Kylie shares hers, I just want to share the cover is fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Ew.
And they're
not
not
Neil
black,
Gaiman.
like yeah, I bought it used.
Hold on. I was just saying because I love Stardust, and that's written by him too.
It's 162 pages, but the last 30 are like a preview of another book he wrote or something. But yeah, it's the size of a child's book, but it's not a child's book.
Isn't he like a really bad person?
Yeah, that's why I bought it used.
Yeah, I got mine as a gift because it's pretty notorious in my household that like that is Emily's movie.
One's the first movie I ever saw in theaters, 2009.
Yeah, I watched it in the 4th grade, and that was the first time I saw it. And my teacher put it on as a movie for our Christmas party, which I do think, looking back on it, was odd. You should
Interesting
have seen the
choice.
faces. Yeah, you should have seen the faces during Miss Spink and Forcible's circus.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because
Performance.
Dude.
Yeah, I was in my science class too. So we were like learning about the science of the fart, and then like the next day we're watching Coraline and there's boobs. And we're like,
Right.
what the heck's happening, guys?
That'd be a good costume too for two people.
I thought about it. I have the boob for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too.
I don't think I do.
Me and my triple
don't.
Ds can go places. With
Yes!
this
I got the
costume.
shape, but I don't have the main attraction.
I
I can
just
give you mine.
yeah, do you want some? I have plenty to spare.
There's a lot happening.
But I will say, when I met my best friend, her lock screen was Bobinski. And I was like, I've always had this vision that oh my God, I forgot. I have the Coraline Lego house on my shelf too. I love Coraline, but I've always had this vision of like dressing up as characters from a movie, but two characters that have like nothing to do with each other. They don't interact. They don't like just dressing up as two characters from that movie and being like, this is our Halloween costume. Or like something so niche that there's no way you could tell what it is, but you just like kind of look stupid because you're out in public.
One of her schnauzers.
Yes.
One of her like 37 schnauzers.
Or like Bobinski
Stop.
and the cheese, like the stinky cheese that he buys. Like, and I was like, it would just be really funny to be like, YB and Mr. Bobinski. And like, because why would that be that of every character in the movie you could have chose, why would those two? And I know that people get so annoyed by that, but I just think it would be funny. Like that's gonna draw attention. I just think it would be silly. But that movie has so many good like Halloween costumes and so many that are adaptable to like if you're however you identify and like however you want to dress up.
Yeah.
Like it's so
and
versatile.
body types too, I feel.
Yes. Yeah.
For the characters.
Oh my God, I love that movie. I could like we're gonna do a Coraline episode, guys.
I wrote a review on its anniversary in March, February.
Oh my God. Also, one of my favorite bands of all time, They Might Be Giants, sings the Other Father song.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I also thought that the Other Father would be a great Halloween costume, but you would also just look like
a Michigan dad who's tired.
Yeah, and if you're the Other Father and you have your robe on, you look like Hefner.
Dude, I tried to get my dad to dress up as him one year, but we're a Wolverine family, U of M.
Oh,
so
really?
Like, no,
I thought you meant as Hefner, and I was like, okay.
Oh, no, father.
Yeah, that would have been iconic. I keep trying to convince my parents to dress up for Halloween and like just for fun, like to hand out candy, but our neighborhood is so boring now that we just can't, like no one shows up, so like they're not going to spend money on that. We did do a Halloween party a couple years ago when I dressed up as Jake. And my dad was a rock star and he wore a big giant wig, and my dad is bald. It was really entertaining. He would if I put in a photo, but he ate it up. He got the fingerless gloves. Like
nice.
It was funny, but yeah, those are my movies. And I think that everybody should watch Grave Encounters. Grave Encounters watch party.
We're officially endorsing Grave Encounters.
Yes, we are. We're the Saltines and Grave Encounters podcast.
Yes.
Okay. My favorite horror movie of all time is the original Scream. I love that movie. I always have loved that movie. It was the first horror movie I ever watched with my dad. And to this day, once a day, we quote that movie. Some line from that movie gets quoted. He'll call me randomly and be like, "Did you really call the police?" I'm like, "My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me." Like, we just, like, oh, my dad's met Matthew Lillard. Like, he has told him, not that that's our favorite movie, he told it was Scooby-Doo, but that's fine. Hey,
he's been in a lot of bangers. That man
he really has. I do have a signed VHS of the original Scream.
Ooh.
Of Matthew Lillard. I fucking love that movie. Okay, anyways. So that one, I think that movie is perfect. It's objectively not great. Up to like the last 30 minutes.
I haven't seen it, I feel.
That's how I feel about The Shining. Like, it's objectively, if you're to look at it from like a film connoisseur like review perspective, it's not a good movie, and it's a very confusing movie.
I feel like you can say that for a lot of old movies, but my thing is, even if it's cheesy, I'm like, it still set it's the blueprint.
Yeah, and it's got a crazy stacked cast.
Yeah, that's
Drew Barrymore, Courtney Cox, David Arquette. Like, there's a ton of people in it. Anyways, I'll go on about that movie for literal hours. It's so good. The rest of them aren't very good. Why do we have 9 of them? I don't know.
I know. That's another thing with slashers for me, where it's like, oh my God, when my mom like explained Halloween, the premise of Halloween to me, like it's this guy that's in prison and he kills people on Halloween. I was like, well, they should put him somewhere he can't get out of. Like, he gets out every year, put him on an island.
I know.
It's so ridiculous. And like, I know that it's like over analytical and stupid and you have to like watch it at a not like serious standpoint, but you know, those are the things you watch when you want to be unserious, but they're not by any means like the horror like movies. Yeah. They're just the classics.
Yeah. Jesus. My second favorite horror movie of all time is Midsommar. I love that movie. I have even the A24 book about the movie. I have like director's cut. I'm getting a tattoo for the movie. Like, that's how much I love that movie. I think
you should get the tattoo where she's frowning.
I know. So I have a natural like downturned.
Yeah.
It just always does. And for Halloween I was gonna do it because I could perfectly do it. And I was like, that's what I should get tattooed. But I'm gonna get the big like them dancing around the floral post.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Somewhere, I don't know where. I'm running out of real estate. Midsommar, I love that movie makes you feel like you're in it. Like, if you've watched it as many times as I have, when they're drinking the mushrooms, the backgrounds are melting. Like, there's stuff during that whole movie that is just like, every time I watch it, I see something new. I even have
her
like,
sister's
a big
face.
painting.
Doesn't her sister's face like show up in the shrubs in the back or whatever? Yeah.
And if you look at the painting in her bedroom, it's the entire premise of the movie. Like, it's got her parents dying, him in the bear costume at the end. I have that painting in my room. Whatever. Love that movie.
She was actually the star.
I was in it.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah, didn't think you guys knew that. Corpse Bride, love that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's horror.
It's
horror
creepy.
enough. Yeah, and it's
Corpse Bride, I feel like they're both on that wave of like, you know?
Yeah. When Spirit Halloween came out with the Emily animatronic, I like would just go there and be like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty!" And you're
because why is she so pretty? Why was I 7 years old being like?
Yeah, no, me like this close to the TV, like, yeah, this is great. I like this.
Like, have you guys ever seen this movie before?
Have you guys ever seen the Corpse Bride? I really like the Corpse Bride.
My mom never let me watch it. I love the movie. I wouldn't put it in my favorites, but it's up there right now. I watched Trick or Treat for the first time like a year ago, and my friend's house did almost get broken into while we watched it. That was a thing that happened, which is why it's probably in my favorites now. She lives in East Nashville. There's some parts of East Nashville that aren't great.
Yeah.
I said what I said. There's a guy going around door to door on her road and trying to like bust into the doors, and he came up to her door, was like pounding on the window, and I said, "You need to lock your door." She's like, "It is locked." And I still have the Ring camera footage of him standing at the door waiting for us to try and open it.
Wait, that's so scary.
I'll show you the picture. It's actually, guys, it's one of our reaction photos now, though, so like it's a joke now.
I don't know if you guys were like, I don't know if anybody noticed in the last recording, I have this notebook that I have all my like talking points written on, and it was sitting on my leg, and as I was telling you guys about the mimic stuff, it got pulled off my lap. Like,
fuck.
I'm like freaked out. I like really don't like it, and I've been very on it. Like, I'm like sitting on the edge of my chair. Wait, this is my closet. It's a curtain. I've been sitting on the edge of my seat, like away from the closet, because I'm like freaked out. Yeah. So if I'm like a little jittery, I'm a little freaked out.
How fun.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Oh, I had one more. I had Split on mine because Kenzie and I just talked about that movie. And I love that movie. I know some people are like, it's not true to the real mental illness. I get it. I think it does shed light on it because they've never seen anything like that before.
I agree.
I love that movie.
Yeah, and I think I also talked about this earlier with Kylie. It sheds light on like how it develops. Or not develops. That's the wrong word.
It shows like the backstories of like what abuse can do.
Abuse, yeah, because it is an abusive response. Same with BPD and a bunch of other mental illnesses. It's not necessarily directly related to a chemical imbalance, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, if that's one thing we're not, it's doctors.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. But it's
my mom is a nurse though, so I know some stuff.
Oh my gosh, have you guys seen that recent basement yard thing where Frankie's like, I'm the closest thing to a doctor in this room because I have a bachelor's degree?
No. Yeah. Of course he did. Of course he
did. A bachelor's degree in criminal justice, mind you. Not anything medical.
Right.
I keep thinking
what was the quote? What's the knife is stronger than the pen, but the tongue can lick them both.
Yes, dude, I just finished making that post, even though it's not till the end of the month. It was so hard narrowing it down to like 12, which it's not even a year month post. It's just like a compilation of different ones, but I wanted to narrow it down to like 10.
Frankie isms.
Yeah, there's literally so many, and I did include the roar.
Yes, that is like by far one of the best videos on the internet.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. They should come on the pod.
Yes. Oh my god. I think we could get them if we tried hard.
Yeah.
Tag them, or we tag their producer. Their producer looks at stuff.
Yes.
And Tony.
Hey, Aunt.
So like it's gonna be $7,000.
My friend met Aunt because she's in the Disney college program, and they went to Disney like a bunch over the last year. She used to shoot for Love Street before it was Love Street. But she sent it to me. Mind you, we haven't talked in months before this. She just sent me a picture of her posted up with Ant and some guys from his other podcast. I was like, oh fuck.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mine's
I have a very specific list of my niche fears, and mine, I dug deep into the archives, but
mine'll be quick.
you want to go for it? Go for it.
Yeah, I can do it. I only have a couple. My biggest one, I talked about this last time. Anything with the mouth.
Yes.
Don't rip teeth out. Don't cut teeth. Don't put things in your mouth that you shouldn't.
Bring her back, cantaloupe scene.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I can't believe
on
I
the
didn't watch
table.
that movie.
So if you're around Kylie, do not eat a table.
Guys,
Yeah,
don't eat tables around me. I'm gonna throw up.
She doesn't like that. Makes her
That was
uncomfortable.
my next bit.
Well,
Our
let's
next
not.
segment was the table eating segment.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here anymore. I hate tornadoes. Big fear of tornadoes. I live in the Midwest. We've been getting them like once a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not me, but her.
Monroe
This one's
just
really
got
weird.
one.
Dude,
Really?
a mile from my house. I have a picture of it.
We had
yeah,
6 touchdown in our area 2 summers ago, and it went through my neighborhood, and it took a lawn and nothing else. One person's lawn. I was like, that's kind of fierce, honestly.
Honestly, go back to that person though, their lawn. But the rest of us think
seriously.
This one's weird, but it's the gospel truth. The sound people make before they throw up. I don't fuck with you. But specifically that throaty sound that they make right when they're about to throw up.
Yeah.
Let's not do it. Ever.
Yeah,
Guys, just don't throw up.
visceral, like, that's the human experience.
Like, guys, don't throw up.
Yeah,
and then my last one is my weirdest one, and anybody that's in my life knows this. I know Kenzie knows this. I don't fuck with spiders, okay?
Oh.
I don't fuck with spiders. Specifically, I will not kill them because I am convinced that their friends and family are going to know that I killed them, and they're going to come back for me.
So your fear of spiders is not necessarily only the spider itself, but the fact that they are sentient enough to one day come back with a vengeance.
They're going to know me. Like, there's going to be hundreds of them at my door.
Yeah, knocking, ringing the doorbell.
And why do they have 8 legs? You don't need that many legs? I have 2.
Hey, I have 2 and I get around just fine, so.
And you have like 17,000 eyeballs? I got 2 and I can see fine.
Yeah, suck on that.
I'm not necessarily scared of spiders anymore, but I was as a kid, and also I'm just like a big Marvel person. I remember being like, I wish Peter Parker was real so I could date him and he could like take care of the spiders for me. I remember
so real.
Symbiosis.
I respect it. My father, to this day, at his big age of like 48, thinks he is Spider-Man. Like my dad, if you know anything about my dad, I think he thinks he's Spider-Man. He has the costume. He's got a leg tattoo. His police badge has Spider-Man on it. Like, just out of that my dad's a cop. Guys, I'm not a narc, I swear.
No, he's not though.
Yeah, have you ever seen
I had a crush on Spider-Man as a kid, so I'd hope not.
That's so.
My dad thinks he's
everything.
You inherited like web fluid.
Oh. Add that to your list of fears. Fluid.
Oh,
yeah,
I hate
that.
Share
fluid.
Sorry.
No, but I even couldn't watch. Like, I love Sumi. Tobey Maguire's my favorite Spider-Man. Ooh. Sorry. Okay. I know. Hot take. Take.
This is my Shining.
It's a hot take, but I think it's just because those ones I watched with my dad.
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
that's nostalgic.
I like this too.
I'll allow it.
I like Spider-Man. Do you like Spider-Man? And my dad looks like my dad in those movies. Like, especially my dad when he was younger. Like, that looks like my dad. So I'm watching it and I'm like, but I couldn't watch the beginning scene in the lab with like the spiders and like when he gets bit. I would literally sit there and I would shove my face in the pillow and cry. And my dad would be like, "It's not here." Like even PetSmart going down the aisle that has like the tarantulas, I'm audibly gagging.
Oh no.
You know, it's awful, isn't it? Anyways, those are mine. Specifically spiders sending their friends and family back to haunt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll share mine really quick because I only have 3. 2 that don't matter as much, and then I have my big one. Being pinched by a human, by an apparatus, like in any way, shape, or form. I'm terrified of being pinched. I don't know why. I think it's just like it really hurts, guys. I'm like, why on earth would I like aspire to be pinched?
So you're more scared of being pinched than scratched?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm like, the scratch will heal. The pinch is like a soul damaging thing.
It lingers.
Dude, I'm gonna pinch you. Like I'm gonna come to your house like this.
Oh, well, I'm gonna send the spiders. So
Oh shit!
100%
Okay.
the spider.
Yeah, well, you're getting spiders in the mail.
yep, okay.
Poor fairy.
The sound of toilets flushing. Well, so when you're like, I don't know if I've heard this from multiple different people, so I think maybe this is a universal experience, but when you go in public and you have to flush a toilet and it's really loud and you plug your ears while the toilet's flushing. Like I can't I don't know if that plays into my fear of like I don't like silence and the sudden like loud noise like freaks me out, but I hate the sound of a toilet flushing. If it's nighttime, I'm 22 years old, and if I have to go to the bathroom at night, I stand in the bathroom and I flush the toilet and I plug my ears really quick while it flushes.
Do you want to know something crazy about that?
Go for
That's
it.
how we figured out that my cousin had autism. Is that
I
exact?
was just gonna say, are you on the spectrum or something? Because that's a
I
pretty
sure am.
I was gonna say, I was like, which like me too, girl, but that's exactly how we figured out because he
Yeah,
would sit and would scream.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Sometimes, not with a toilet. It's very specific things, but I'll do it in public, and then I realize I'm doing it. I'm like, oh,
And you're like,
because I'm around like
hand dryers in the bathroom. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I hate that. The fan in the bathroom, like your home bathroom, so like the mirror doesn't fog. I won't do it. I cannot sit in that room and do it. My brother gets mad at me because he's like, "Why'd you fog up the mirror?" I'm like, "Because I don't want that contraption on. It hurts my head."
I don't know what it is. I'm like, it's like the guzzling.
Oh, like when it's done. Yeah.
Just like that, like, all of it's, and you never know if it's gonna be like a light flush or like a airplane toilet flush.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't like the mystery. But my biggest, weirdest fear is, and I'm so dead serious, wind turbines. I don't mess with them.
girl, you'd hate Indiana.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've been. And oh my God, when I was driving into Iowa, I don't know if I have a video of this. I went to Iowa to see Greta Van Fleet. And when I was driving in, it was pitch black and all you could see
The
were
red lights.
thousands of the red lights. And they have them all over Michigan. And like
I live right by a big field of them.
I don't mess with them. I don't know what it is about. Okay. Was anyone an Adventurous Adventures of One Direction person?
Yes.
The episode, the video with the fans that became sentient. I think that might be a big part of this fear.
My
also,
mom also is freaked out by those, the big wind turbines in the fields out here.
They're so big, and I found out that the blades are serrated.
Yeah, I saw them take when I was driving to Nashville last week. They had big semis, wide loads carrying them. And I was like, they're literally the size of 8 of my cars.
I was literally like, I might as well have been upside down on the floor of my own car in the passenger seat because I couldn't drive because I couldn't look at them. I was like, I can't do it. And it feels like every single time you look away, they're going to get closer thing for me. Like, I just don't like it. And they are so scary to me. And there's a bunch of them by my best friend's lake house. And she took me to her lake house, and her dad heard wind of my fear and drove me to one. And I'll put the video in. Take a picture. I was like, I can't do this. But that is my biggest fear.
I don't know which movie it is, but I'm pretty sure one of the Final Destination movies uses a wind turbine as... You
should have seen my reaction when they had it in the new Twisters. When the tornado hit the wind turbine, I was like...
Imagine
double whammy. Your fears combined right there.
No, there ain't no love in Oklahoma.
And it scared me so bad because I hate tornadoes. I don't know why I went to go see it.
That is my Kylie's like Thunderdome.
The first time I saw the original Twister, we had a fucking tornado that day.
No. It's like
and I had to go out and drive in it.
Natural disasters.
Yeah, because like I feel like in Michigan and the Midwest in general, we don't really get a lot of natural disasters because we're protected by like the lakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then tornadoes come, and like even though that's kind of like bare minimum, I don't want to deal with it. We don't have the infrastructure to deal with it either.
Kenzie and I watch each other's weather apps.
And we literally had a big one recently because it went through her and then it was going towards me. We were like texting minute by minute updates.
I sent her a picture of outside our window, sky's green, tornado on the ground. And I was like, I'm in the basement.
My mom's a big taking pictures of storms girl.
Yeah, that's the Midwest right there.
She went outside and was taking pictures of storm clouds, and she was like editing them. And she put one in black and white, and you can see the funnel cloud of a tornado that you could. It was in color, and she's like, we
Time to go inside.
need to be like inside. Like, what's going on? Because it wasn't visible to us at all.
Yeah.
Like, can the Weather Channel see the tornadoes or like what? Because we hadn't gotten a warning or anything, but it was in the photo, like in my backyard, and we were like,
yeah. I can share mine because mine's basically just one, and I have a small story for it. My fear, I didn't really go like existential fears because I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But basically, this is a pretty umbrella term. Any flying insect. I can't do bugs. Like I always say that Australia looks so beautiful. I'm never fucking going there because that shit, the bugs there are fucked.
Yeah.
Specifically butterflies, which I know it's like that's like the least menacing bug there is.
They're just so comfortable.
That SpongeBob scene fucked you up.
So we have a nature preserve in Grand Rapids. It's called Frederick Meyer Gardens, and they have a butterfly sanctuary here during the spring. It's a huge staple for families here. I grew up going at least once a year. That's how I developed my fear because a butterfly tried to go in my ear.
That's so notorious.
And I know.
Right.
I need to say I was 3 or 4 years old, so I didn't really realize what I was doing. But if it tried to go in my ear, I killed it. I took it and I squished it in my hand.
Listen, if it's going in ya.
Yeah. If now I realize, I feel like if I did that now, they would probably like ban me from the premises because they're very protective of the wildlife that they have there, which valid. But I went there again when I was 20, so 2 years ago, and I was very nervous the whole time, but like I didn't freak out and leave early, so that's pretty good.
You're so brave.
But I know. But aside from butterflies, just anything that flies in general, I have a story. So can you see it here? You can't, but on my ceiling right above my bed here, there's a vent, and we are in the basement, so we get bugs of like all fucking kinds. I'm working on my computer in the middle of my bed. And like I sit really weird when I'm there because there's nothing to support my back. I don't have like a headboard or anything. So I'm sitting there and I'm sitting with like my arms behind my back like this. Like it's really weird because I'm just reading something. I'm rocking back and forth. And my hands are down like by my butt. So they're like on the bed. And I feel something on my hand. And I'm thinking like it must be like, I don't know, part of my blanket or something. I go like this and I lift it up. I'm like, what the heck is that? And I feel the worst pain I have ever felt in my hands anyway. On my finger. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I fling it. There is a yellow jacket.
This was like recent.
And this was like 2 weeks ago. There's a yellow jacket, probably like 2 inches big, which is fucking huge for a bee. And I flung it across my pillow. I immediately start screaming and crying. I run out of there. My mom had to come over and like vacuum it and kill it. Mind you, she's allergic to bees. But she had to come over because there was no way I was going to go back in my room with that fucking thing in there. Because yellow jackets don't die after they sting you. Because they can retract their stingers. So yeah. That validated my fear.
Yeah.
The fucking dragonfly tried to go at me this morning too when I was walking.
Those things are also way too comfortable. Oh my god, and it's horsefly season.
Yep.
Oh! Don't get me
And the little sweat bees that bite.
Yep.
Yes.
Bro, I remember, speaking of the bee thing, my mom, when I called her, she was like, did it sting you or did it bite you? And I went, they bite? And I was like in tears. I was like, they bite? She was like, yeah. I was like, I don't fucking know.
I remember one time when we went to like the beach, someone in my family got bitten or stung by something, and there was like a poison sac like attached to the stinger or like
oh hell no.
And they had to like remove the poison sac, and I was like, there's a sac?
Fuck
I was
that.
like,
see anything with bugs, I'm like, no. That's why The Mist, I know Kylie hasn't seen The Mist. I don't know if you have either. But in The Mist, they have these like mutated bugs that are legit like as big as people, but they fly somehow. Wrap it up. Done for me. We're not doing that.
I thought of my one last niche fear that I forgot to bring up. As we know, Labyrinth is my favorite movie ever. Fire Gang, if you've ever seen Labyrinth, they still freak me out to this day a little bit. Why are we popping our heads off and running around singing about it?
Oh, those guys. I was like, what's the Fire Gang?
Fire Gang. They got that song Chilly Down with the Fire Gang. Banger.
Yeah.
But they're running around like, let's pop your head off. Whoa.
Dude, I thought you were going to make a joke and say that you were scared of David Bowie's crotch, and I was going to be like, that's so funny.
Oh my god, guys, I'm really scared of his bulge, bro. Like, stop.
David Bowie crotch shot. That's every time I watch The Labyrinth, I review it, and I say that in my review.
Alex from Feathers, when I told him it was my favorite movie of all time, he goes, Labyrinth or David Bowie? And I was like,
Yeah.
David Bowie. He goes, respect, and walked away. And I was like,
Pan's Labyrinth is pretty fucking good too, but
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's so good. It's not horror, but there's a lot of creepy shit in there, like the hand dude.
My niche fears are sirens or alarms. Any type of.
Fair.
Did I freeze?
You
No,
did, but you're fine.
You're good, but it's good.
But you're back.
Okay.
I was presumptive.
Okay. Any type of sirens going down the street put the fear of God into me. Tornadoes at night, especially we get a lot of them in Texas, and we don't have basements.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what the fuck?
Y'all are in
am
the
I supposed to
bathroom.
do? Yeah.
What the hell?
Hide
I
under a
didn't know that.
mattress and a
Wow.
tub. And then my last one, which is really niche, and y'all might have heard of it. It's called Capgras syndrome. There's a mental disorder where you believe that one of your loved ones has been replaced by an alien, a robot, or a clone.
Yeah.
I am so terrified that one day I'm gonna wake up and think that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And vomiting. Don't.
Okay.
I just don't.
What's
I
that
just
called?
don't do it.
Emetophobia? Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have one weird phobia as a kid that I didn't want to bring up because everybody would make fun of me. I was chronically scared of anthrax as a kid.
Oh yeah. Well, they talked about it so much more than 9/11 itself.
Yeah, like they were like, open your mail outside because there might be anthrax in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my best friend
Quicksand.
tells me all the time, she's like, I'm going to send you anthrax covered spiders. And I'm like,
Ew.
that's crazy, Braxton. That's crazy.
It's
Double
demented.
whammy.
Yeah.
She's
Anthrax covered spiders.
Anthrax covered spiders. That's the title of this podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Covered spiders.
I just thought of another fear I had as a kid. We watched the Animal Planet a lot. And there was a special about snakes, but specifically people finding snakes like in their toilet. For the next probably 2 years, I would check in the toilet and around the toilet, and I'd like be looking as I'm on the toilet.
Morgan's trying to pee, and she's like,
literally, I'm like, there's gonna be a rattlesnake. I live in fucking Michigan. We don't get rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
We get garter snakes, and that's it.
I do. And it's a real possibility.
Segueing out of that into our least favorite horror movies or horror adaptations, remakes, what have you.
Yeah.
Who wants to start us off?
I'll go.
Okay.
I also consulted my brother because, like, again, my brother's not a big horror fan, but like I feel like his critiques are valid in terms of like story or whatever.
Sometimes that's the best type of critic to have.
Yeah, exactly. Because like how I know a horror movie is objectively good rather than just good to me is if he likes it. Like Obsession, he liked. He also liked the Black Phone movies, with Ethan Hawke and Mason Thames. Is that how you say his last name? But in general, he doesn't like the new stuff, and he thinks the old stuff is like only for Halloween time. He doesn't watch it all the time like I do. But so this is a combined list. Shout out Jimmy. That's my brother's name. Number one. I also talked about this, I think last episode, is the Hellraiser remake from 2022. Great cast. It's got Odessa, however you say her fake last name, as Drew Starkey, who I've fucking talked about too much on this goddamn show. It has, okay, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he was in 13 Reasons Why. He played the captain of the basketball team.
I wouldn't know.
He was like
a
big actor during that era. I just don't remember his name. But that movie, utter fucking garbage. The writing was terrible.
That's what I heard.
And like, it's also like, I don't know. I'm a sucker for the original when it comes to Hellraiser. I don't think it's something that needs to be like built upon or expanded on. And so when they basically like riff off the original story, even like in terms of like the plot diagram, like it's very similar to that, but like with different characters. I'm like, we don't need this. But that was really bad. I recently watched a movie which I also think is a remake. It's called Wrong Turn. It's on Netflix. It's about
that movie.
Who go hiking and they're like, stay on the trail, and of course they don't stay on the trail, and then they get kidnapped by these ancient civilization basically that like lives off the land and shit. And
is that the one that's supposed to be somehow tied into the Hills Have Eyes universe?
I don't know. The dude from the cast is mostly people I've never heard of, but the dude who plays Dr. Brenner in Stranger Things is in it. I thought the story itself could have been really good because like basically what happens is that the people that are like that are hiking or whatever, they think that these people are trying to kill them because they keep falling into their traps, but the traps are set for animals. So then when they see one of them, they kill one of these people because they have these like, they look like big ghillie suits kind of. And then they're like, oh, you killed one of ours. We're going to use our legal punishment system, which is always death, punish you. And it's just like this whole thing. It was terrible. I didn't like it. Again, like the story sounds like it could be good. It was not. The acting was, it was the acting in that case, I think. I don't think it was necessarily. The guy from Stranger Things did great. He's a renowned actor. But everyone else, it was just like, I could tell. It's one of those movies where you could tell they're acting. Like it's very apparent.
Like it's gonna be on
many
TV.
Of those movies always have the one renowned actor and then the others. Like,
and then everyone else. It's not that they're unknown that makes them bad. It's that like it seems like it's their first time acting.
No, it's with those types of movies, and I think I've heard this about the Wrong Turn universe before, because I think there's multiple Wrong Turns, but
this is the most recent, I think.
I've heard that, like, just especially with movies like Wrong Turn and things like that, or like the Netflix original of it all as well. It's like you not only like do you not know who these people are, but they're like there's a reason you don't know who they are, maybe.
But I just didn't like it. It's very, and it was like one of those where like I finished it, but it was a hard finish. Like I could have given up halfway through. That was one. My brother and I had a long discussion before we started recording how we do not like the remakes for Carrie, Amityville Horror, and Pet Sematary. Specifically Pet Sematary, we were very mad at the ending of the new one. Because it kind of, spoiler alert, it kind of just ends with all of them, you know, becoming like, what would you categorize this as? Like a zombie? It's not really a zombie though. Well, I guess it is. But it's like, whatever. It ends up with the whole family becoming evil except for the young son who's like 5. And then the son is like locked in the car because his dad locked him in there before he got like taken over or whatever. And then the last scene, it goes black and you hear the little kid unlock the car. Like, go fuck yourself. I hated that ending so much.
Yeah.
Carrie and Amityville Horror, I just feel like, again, it didn't need to be remade. And actually, I will say this. Carrie, I think, should be remade, but I want it to be remade where it's actually canonical to the book.
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of people don't know this. Carrie, the original Carrie, she's bullied because she is plus sized. And that's why they pour pig's blood on her. It's like...
Yeah, I did know that.
And then, I mean, I love, what's her name? Sissy Spacek, is that how you say her name? She's the original Carrie. I loved her in that movie, but I feel like it would be a lot more powerful of a movie if they actually did it correctly.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense.
I don't think
story.
I don't think we're at a place in Hollywood, especially right now, where they're going to do that and give it justice.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't like the Carrie remake with fucking, I think it was Chloe Grace Moretz. Or something, somebody like that. I didn't care for that. And I also, last one, hot take, I don't really care for the Terrifier movies. I think they're kind of redundant.
That is not a hot take, and I support you.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful take. Fantastic job.
Yeah. I'm sure there's more I could think of too. Because there's a lot of good horror, there's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those are my main ones.
I have 3 that are very surface level and not super I don't have that much behind them. It Chapter 1, I loved the remake. It Chapter 2 was terrible.
Okay.
I did like seeing all the characters grown up and like Bill Hader was in it and like he played...
I was just gonna say he's the highlight of that movie.
Yeah, and it was just so bad. And just I just like I love a twist, but I don't love a twist in the way that they did it in that movie, and it just wasn't good for me. Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Now, I love the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, and I was so excited when they were going to turn it into a movie finally, and they were going to have Matthew Lillard in it. I was like, this is amazing. But they built it up so much, they were like, we're not holding back on the gore, and
it was like nothing.
Yes, and just like with Coraline, there's like a way that they made the movie for children, but the story is so much darker. They had the ability to make this movie so fucked up, and they just...
I wish it would have been awful. Like, I wish it was like scary.
Yeah.
Because like the lore is pretty morbid.
Horrifying.
Very.
I didn't see the movie, to be fair. Hold on, there's a box of saltines that's falling. There we go. It's on my bed. But I didn't see the movie, but like all the reviews I read, they were like it's basically kind of like a family movie with a little more like creepiness in there. Like
with a little edge. And I will say
burger.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I didn't love it, but I liked the way that they did this one better. And I like the fact that in this one specifically, they kind of had Mike play the game like a little bit in the security office. Like that was what I was hoping for the first one. I was like, if there's not going to be any like serious plot to this movie, like dark plot like there is in the game, can they at least give us like him playing the game in a way? And they didn't do that. But I think they're learning, and I think that as a franchise they're learning. And my last one, kind of a crazy pull, but Jason in Space.
I was gonna bring that up, but I was like, I feel like that's kind of like
Jason in Space, only because like how he get up there.
Yeah.
Wait, what's he doing in there?
Yeah, like what are we doing on the ISS? Like
there's so many variations of those Jason movies too, where I'm like, we didn't need this. It sounds like someone did too much snow in the writer's room.
Yeah,
and they were like, this is
and there's like
good.
30 of the movies. It's awful.
And like Halloween, I think is probably one of my favorites of the slasher franchises because of like it's iconic and like Jamie Lee Curtis, you're putting in work.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of like subplot to that. With Jason, I just like it's so overdone and it's just so ridiculous that like it is kind of a comedy horror, but it's not supposed to be. Like
it's comedy because of how dragged out it is.
Yeah, and you're supposed to like be terrified that Jason Voorhees is like gonna make it to the International Space Station. And it's just ridiculous.
Like how is he getting there?
He lives in a swamp. He's literally like a troll. What is he doing? International
rocket
Space
out there?
Right. Okay, but those are all of mine.
Those are next.
So I only have a few, and it's not going to take me very long. Like it's kind of a speed run. Worst movie I've ever seen ever is Megan is Missing. Why did we make that movie?
Yeah, we've talked about Megan is Missing multiple times.
Traumatized me, and when I went through some fucked up shit in like my sophomore year of high school, and then watched that movie immediately after, and I went through like a psychosis episode. Like it was like the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
And that's one of those movies where there's never a right time. Like truly.
Yeah. That's a snuff film. Like that's not like I think it's illegal. Anyway.
We need to check that guy's hard drive, whoever made it.
Seriously.
I told my dad about it. And my dad's a police officer. He's seen all this shit. And he was like, that felt like I was at work. Like I'm watching something I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you.
Because even I don't know about the marketing because I feel like that movie kind of blew up a few years after it was released. Maybe I'm misremembering. But I feel like just like the vibe and like the style in which it was directed, it felt like true found footage. Not found footage as genre.
It felt like I was watching someone's hard drive.
Like evidence, yes.
Yeah,
I was going to say like you're going over evidence of a cold case or something.
And my dad was like, I felt like I was at work. And I was like, ugh. It makes me nauseous think about it. Next, Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
How and why are there 4?
There's 4? I thought there was 2.
I think there's 4.
Oh my God.
People just keep coming back.
That's how I feel about that. The newest Scream. Why are we bringing AI into it?
Yeah.
They brought AI into it? Fuck.
Like they AI'd Matthew Lillard as like, he's back, he's gonna kill again. And I'm like, girl, he's dead.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, and he's also William Afton. Stay in your lane.
He's literally Golden Freddy.
Yeah, no, seriously. That's freaking Springtrap, bro.
Bro, you guys don't even get it. And then my last one, I believe, is a remake, but my friend Holly and I sorry, I'm plugging in my computer as I'm talking. We go to the movies all the time. Like it's like our thing.
Why are you blue?
Yeah, you're here. The light. I think that's just the light.
It's a little blue, but
they're so Twilight.
I like how you all sang different songs from the soundtrack. I was about to start singing Decode.
Yes.
Anyway, that was nuts.
Yeah.
It literally, I plugged it in. It goes locking, and I said, "What?"
You left us on the edge of our seats. You were
I
like, I
know.
think it's a remake, then gone.
But
Yeah,
now
and then
she's
I
back
died.
and bluer than ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyways, whatever. Okay. I think it's a remake. My friend Holly and I went to go see on a whim. The Monkey. That was the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yes.
Oh my God, don't get me fucking started on this movie. I didn't see
Like,
the
what
new
was
one.
that?
How'd they get Theo James is my question.
No, what are
My
we? How
Letterboxd
was,
review of that movie is the best thing I've ever seen, and I stand by that. Guys, follow me on
It is a
Letterboxd.
remake, by the way.
no, how was Obsession made with under $1 million? And the monkey is what it is. Like,
Bro, you know how I don't know why this reminds me of this, but there's certain movies where I can see the budget if it's like a big production like the upcoming like Odyssey movie. And then there's movies like fucking Stuart Little that had a budget of 133, I'm pulling it up, 133 million fucking dollars.
Not too
What's
much
the
on Stuart
budget
Little,
for
though.
Stuart
Not too
Little?
much on him. Not too much on
I'm
him.
like,
why do we care?
I care.
yeah, I don't.
Of course you
Guys-
do. And you're blue. So,
I mean, did it
That's
make
crazy.
a profit? Let's see.
yeah, how much did
Yeah,
Stuart Little
It
turn?
earned over 300 million, so it did make a profit, but at what cost?
I
Because
loved that movie
Game.
as a kid.
I love that
and
movie.
I used to call it Mouse Mouse. I don't know why.
Mouse,
I was like,
mouse.
Mouse Mouse? And my mom was like, all right. I did write a review on the monkey on Letterboxd, which everybody should follow my Letterboxd because it's really funny. And I put the monkey was cunty ASF, but never trust your twin brother.
So funny.
Really?
That would be
I'm bad at reviewing Letterboxd. I'm also bad at using it because like I was interviewing a band the other day and the guitarist was like, we should, because I brought up a question about movies and they were like, we should connect on Letterboxd. It took me like 5 fucking minutes to figure out how to find my username and how to follow somebody else. Like the app is just weird. And,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I'll learn it
Yeah, I'd be
eventually.
using it like Instagram.
Yeah.
Those are mine.
See how you're up.
Okay, I only have 2. One of them, I don't even know if it counts as horror, but it was just a bad movie. 47 Meters Down.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say that's
Okay.
horror.
It's about
That's
these
horror
2
to
girls that
some.
get
Yeah.
right.
Thriller.
They get locked in a shark viewing tank and they asphyxiate and die. It was just poorly made,
Those
in my
shark
opinion.
movies are always so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to see it with my brother. He wanted to see it.
Never
Is
Yeah.
that Blake Lively?
Never
Who is
again.
it in that movie?
There's
It's not
Mandy
Blake.
Moore and then somebody
Oh, Mandy
else.
Moore. Okay. Blake Lively was in
And
a
then-
movie like that. The Shallows, I think.
Yeah.
Of course she was.
And then my last one is Poltergeist 2015.
What? That's crazy because my brother, that's his favorite.
Really? I didn't enjoy it. Maybe
I thought it was okay.
maybe- I haven't revisited it in a few years, so maybe I need to give it a new chance. But my first impression and my second and third impressions, I wasn't a fan of the remake.
That's fair. And
But,
I just
hey-
remember we have an inside joke because the little girl's like stuffed animal is a pig, but it has a unicorn horn. And so we
Yeah.
called it piggy horn. And the poltergeist
corn.
takes it to like draw her in. And I
Yeah.
remember I was like, not the piggy corn. That's all I remember.
I mean, my frontal lobe is getting ready to be fully developed here in the
Yes.
next 2 weeks. So maybe I need to watch Poltergeist 2015 again and see what changes.
I'm sure. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, me
I mean,
neither.
I'll let
We're
you
still
guys know.
marinating. Yeah.
Okay.
Popped and unk.
We are gonna go through this next segment. I think we can kind of speed run this. Horror villains we would survive.
Oh, yeah. I've only got like 2.
I have a
I've got-
long
I've got a
list.
few.
I won't
I've got a
explain any of them. I think this would be funnier.
Okay.
I think this would be funnier if we just don't explain.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Pennywise, Chucky, Jaws, the shark,
Yes. Of course.
Candyman, the Babadook, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Okay.
Okay.
He's big. I know when he's coming.
Pro, me too. Me too.
And he said the same thing about me.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I'm gonna
He
pull
said,
up
we see
the
each other
plot.
here. And I said,
That's my homie. Oh, and also Cocaine Bear.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that movie.
The cocaine.
Yeah,
Bear.
you just tranquilize them.
Yeah. Or
That was a
like
crazy pull.
leave the country.
Yeah.
He
I
doesn't
pissed
care
my
about me that
brother.
much. He's not
I
obsessed
was
with me.
also, yeah, I was also telling my brother about this category. I pissed him off with mine because he's like, "That's not real." I was like,
Lay it on
"Okay."
us.
Lay it on us.
So mine, there's one overlap. I also have Pennywise in mine, which is fucking crazy, but I'm not gonna explain. And then I have Carrie, and then I have I don't know if this is more horror as opposed to sci-fi. I have the aliens from Signs.
Okay, I did see a lot. I was doing research to see if this was a widely agreed upon topic, and I saw a lot of people say they could survive aliens from Signs.
Of all alien movies, Signs is probably the most survivable, besides maybe like alien movies where the aliens aren't actually threatening, but the government thinks they are.
I
That
think
type.
I've told the story here about the fact that I've only seen Signs one time, and it was in my health class, and my teacher had it on mute the whole time. So I have seen Signs, but I have not seen it.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I've never heard the
pretty damn
words.
good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of like Mel Gibson for obvious reasons, but
Yeah.
it's a pretty damn good movie, and it's what's her face, Abigail Breslin. She was in Little Miss Sunshine. Great child actor, and I think the brother is of the Culkin family. I don't know which brother, but it's a stacked cast, and Joaquin Phoenix is in it too.
Period. Okay. Who's
I'll
next?
do mine quick. I also put Pennywise. Also said
We
Chucky.
better hope he never tries us, because we don't know.
We don't know, but
fine,
also
we're
if
not
you just
invading.
like bully him, like
That's what I'm saying. You just make fun of him. And like I feel like I've been bullied so much that I'm like, oh, I can turn the tables quick.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
turning it like the
Right.
tables are turning.
That was
Yeah.
my reasoning, and also leave dairy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He doesn't really care that much. So it's like just leave it.
Yeah.
Like when they all came back, like when they got the letters and they came back, I'm like, I'm pulling a Stanley. Or I'm just not
yeah, I
going.
don't know why they felt that need. Because I think in the
agree.
book, canonically, they actually didn't kill him.
Yeah, it's
like,
just so stupid. And like the deflating, like pathetic,
That was funny to me.
like
Boo.
right.
Luck of the Dairy does a better job at explaining the lore.
That's what I've heard. My parents have watched it. I have not. I'll get to it one day.
Did I say Chucky already?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Okay. Jigsaw, but the guy,
Yeah.
like there's reasoning behind it, but it makes sense. Like I'm just gonna say it. I said Ghostface, but the original from the first two movies. Two bad bitches at the same damn time. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And my last and final one made me laugh really hard. I told it to Kenzie earlier, and she also laughed. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the hit Joe Keery movie Spree.
Yes.
I'm surviving Kurt Kunkel.
I'd survive Kurt Kunkel.
He has never felt the touch of a warm. He's never felt the warm touch of a woman, and I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like he's making it out. I don't care if he's greased up. I don't give a fuck.
Greased up.
We'll shower together.
You
We'll
can
figure it
bring
out.
his hair out.
Oh, it's happening. Like I don't even fret, guys. I'm saving all of Uber.
Right.
Good for you.
DJ Kurt Kunkel, yeah, you're mine, bro.
You're doing
That
the
name,
most
I
work.
can't get over the name. Kurt Kunkel. It's
Okay, Kenzie, well, if it was my last name, would you laugh at me?
Kylie
Pennywise, probably.
Kylie Kunkel? That's
Yeah, we have the same name almost. That's fucked up. Anyways, moral of the story, I wouldn't let you guys get murdered by him. So
Thank you.
Nice of you.
yeah, I
We
take
had I don't know if you remember this. We had a serial killer in Michigan a few years ago that was using Uber as his like
Mhm.
way to pick up victims. I think
it
it was
like
more
Joe
on the
Keery,
west
so I wouldn't have saved you.
Yeah. We've
Yeah,
had
he
a
was some,
couple
like-
serial killers in Michigan in the last like
Yeah.
decade too.
I used
Theo
to be
is
really
frozen,
because I
just
wanted
in
to be
pure
a-
bliss.
Am I back now?
No.
Just
No. No, you're just
She
really
was for a
happy.
second. Yeah.
And it's during your freaking
I
talking
know,
time.
this keeps happening.
I know. Well, mine's done, so go ahead, CL. Oh, there you
Okay. Go.
Okay. Okay. I only have 4. Funnily enough, I also have Jigsaw and Chucky. My reasoning for Chucky, I'm gonna punt that little bitch and then curb stomp his
kick
skull.
him.
Get
Yeah,
the
kick
fuck
it.
away from me. And then Jason, and then the lady from Barbarians.
Yeah, I said that
I
earlier
understand
too.
her.
I was like, just be the kid. I was like, just
Yeah.
play the role.
Yeah, it's very
Jason is
Just
dreadful,
wanted
I'll
a
tell you that.
baby.
Sounds pretty easy to me.
God, that movie is sad. I
It
know we
is
talked about that already, but oh,
devastating.
yeah. And that old fucker did not get his karma. Sorry to spoil.
No, I'd
Oh
keep
my
him
God.
alive and let the people in prison take care of him.
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay. Those have been horror villains we think we could survive. Our final segment of the podcast, creepypastas that we think could be turned into horror movies or short films. Mine is the wife peeking Reddit story. I don't know if anybody's familiar.
I've heard of it, but I don't know the lore.
It's essentially just this guy's wife starts peeking at him from around corners, and she
Wrap it
starts
up.
he like at some point during the middle of the night. The scariest part that inspired the thought that this should be a movie for me is in the middle of the night he goes to get water from the kitchen and he hears breathing and he looks under the kitchen island and she's under there staring at him.
Ew.
The way he describes her going back to the bedroom is that she crawls away, slapping her hands and feet on the ground.
Oh,
And
got those grippers.
it gives me chills and makes me nauseous
I
thinking
don't
about
want
it.
to talk about this anymore.
I know. And
Me
she
either.
ends up he ends up staying at his brother's house and he can't figure out what's wrong. He calls her mom. Her mom's like, "Don't ever contact me about this again. Like, we're not talking about this." And he doesn't know
You
what's
go
wrong
there.
with her, but he goes to see her back at the house and she's been collecting eyeballs in their closet
Fire.
and
Like human or animal?
all of the above.
Honestly,
Um,
fire.
And she ends up
Not
basically
puppies.
going to he's like trying he brings his brother with him to go to the house. He's like, I can't go there by myself.
Yeah. You have
And
to
the brother's kind of like, she's probably just going through something, and so because he's never seen her like this.
Oh, okay.
And he ends up getting to the house and she's under the bed staring at him. And the way that he describes it is that she's staring and she's jittering and like making noises like she's like so excited she can't contain herself.
Oh,
And another
That's
scene
fun.
that I think would be a great horror movie scene is he's in the bathroom taking a shower and she peeks at him in the shower. He turns and her head's in the shower. And he's like, absolutely not, get out of the shower. So she leaves and slams the bathroom door and he's just freaked out. So he gets out of the shower and he's in there for like 30 minutes freaking out. And he peeks under the door to see if she can see her and she's not there. So he leaves he goes to leave the bathroom and realizes she was in the bathroom with him the entire time in the bathroom closet.
Oh my God, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
poop my
God.
And
pants.
it is so scary. It's truly one of
I just pulled it
love
up. I'm about to read this
creepypastas.
after.
I know,
I
me
love-
too.
It's really, really good. It's
Is it
very
like
detailed.
I found it on Reddit? Is it her name is Lynn?
Yes. Yep. And
Send
it's
that in the
very
group chat,
good.
please.
Yeah.
It's very well thought out. I think it could be either a long form movie or a short film, and I think it would do amazing. It's so it's very Obsession to me.
Yeah, I was gonna
very,
say there's some
like,
parallels.
just the way it's described and like her sudden change and the fact that at first he was like, stop trying to scare me, and then she's like in the
Yeah.
bathroom and
Yeah.
collecting eyeballs. Like,
Is there a resolution or is it just kind of like she's fucking crazy now?
it ends with him. Do you want me to tell you?
Actually, no,
let's
no, no,
read
yes,
it.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
I
read
just
it.
sent it in the group chat, guys. I'll read it.
Yeah,
I'm
go read it.
impatient, sorry.
Go read it. Because the ending to me is great, personally. But okay,
Okay.
we have 10 minutes left. Let's get through this.
I'm gonna go quick because mine I don't really.
Yeah, go ahead.
I learned today that this was a creepypasta, not real. Kenzie was there for it in real time.
Yeah.
The Russian sleep experiment, thought that was real.
Really?
I knew that the picture wasn't real. I knew it was like a animatronic from Spirit Halloween.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
fuck with that thing, by the way.
That thing's fucked. Someone edited that heavy.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be a great movie.
Yeah.
That's all I
I'm
got.
surprised
That's all I got.
hasn't been. Okay, I'll share mine. I'm gonna speed run my explanation, but this creepypasta is titled Tap Tap Tap. It's European, and I feel like the European ones are always scarier to me. I don't know why. British people are scary.
British people are
terrifying.
scary.
But basically, I feel like it would be a better short film, even though technically the events are over like a very long time. because it's over like 10, maybe more years. But it's about this kid and like he hears like tapping under his bed. I have like bullet points here. But he
I
hears
don't
like
want to
tapping
listen to
under his
it.
bed. Yeah. And then he keeps hearing it. And then one night he sees this like humanoid figure sitting at the foot of his bed. But it has no eyes and it has no hair, right? But they move out of that house. They move out of that house, and then there's a time jump to a decade later. He's back in his hometown. And this is how I know it's a creepypasta and not real, because like the coincidences are insane. His friend happens to live in the house that he used to live in. And he
Right.
sleeps over there. And he sleeps over there, and it's like someone's birthday. So there's a bunch of people sleeping over there. And he sees it and hears it again. And then he looks under the bed. He comes face to face with it, which didn't happen originally. He just like saw it from a distance.
And then they kiss.
And then yeah. And then he blacks out because he makes like eye contact with it, even though there's not really eyes. And he wakes up, everyone's dead but him. So he goes to bed.
Fire.
Right.
Fire.
It's way creepier than like the way I described it, because there's a lot of like what's onomatopoeia, where you're like describing sounds.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
tapping and scratching noises.
I feel nauseous.
Yeah,
No,
it's
same.
bad.
I'm sweating.
But I
Okay.
think that'd be a good short film.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna need somebody to come with me to the bathroom after this because I have to walk down a dark hallway, and
Yeah,
now I'm
seriously.
scared.
I know. My whole family's probably asleep. I like go to bed
No,
early. I don't think
same.
guys know.
My
I
brother's
need a little
definitely. My
brother.
brother has to get up in 5 hours. It's fine. He's a deep sleeper.
Okay. CL, you're up.
Okay, so this is like my OG childhood creepypasta. It's very similar to Kinsey's, but it's not the same. It's called Drip, Drip, Drip.
Yes.
I don't know this one.
This
I don't think.
story gives me, like, it makes me nauseous. It makes me want to vom. Basically, from what I remember, it's about this kid who goes to bed and every night he hears like drip, 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 drip coming from the sink, and he goes and he looks and there's nothing there, and it keeps happening and it keeps happening, and then his fucking dog is hanging above the sink and it's skinned and it's bleeding into the sink.
Oh,
And that's the I wrote that down. That's my second one. And it's someone was licking his hand under the bed. And he thought that it was
I've heard
his
of
dog.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was
And
the dog!
in the dog's blood it says humans can lick too. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my
Fuck,
god,
that's
you have
nuts.
no idea the chills that just ran up my spine.
Humans
That
can lick
I heard
too,
it
yeah.
on this.
Oh.
the lore on the chupacabra freaks me out so much, especially since it comes from like my town.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it. That was my plug.
I need
I'm
a
gonna-
shot.
Let's see. I'm gonna share one more. I won't say the story because I don't have the story written down, so I don't remember the details. But it's called The Disappearance of Ashley, Kansas. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
maybe.
Yep.
So it's basically about this town that disappeared, and like I honestly think, I don't know what, there's a TV show where it's like all these people disappear, then they randomly come back 20 years later. It's like basically that vibe.
Yeah.
Except these people that are outside of the town, they can see like this like black like thing. It's not a cloud per se, hovering above the town. And there's just like so many 911 calls and like different frequencies coming from it, but no one can actually get there or find it because it's literally gone. Like that shit
Yeah.
freaks me out. I think that could be a good movie too,
Horrifying.
but it has
That'd be
to
a
be
great movie.
it'd have to be built off of like that TV show, because otherwise
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
redundant. Yeah. But that's the other one I had.
Period.
So,
Okay, now that we have terrified ourselves.
At
Um,
midnight.
yeah, literally.
seriously. Oh my god.
Oh, so it's 11 for you though.
Oh yeah. Have
Yeah.
y'all seen Tea
Well,
After
wait.
Midnight on TikTok?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna send it to you. Don't watch them tonight.
Oh no, I'm
Okay.
going to bed after this. I'm turning on
Yeah.
the Sweet Boys podcast and I'm going to my slumber.
Mm.
But yeah, there are so many. I could go on and on and on about this just because they're so interesting to me, but I also love a short film and I just want someone to do things the way that I see them in my head. Like,
Yeah, I know. That's why I
so
used to want to
real.
be a director. And I'm like, that's a lot
Yeah.
of money and very more competitive than what we're doing now, which is still competitive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
But anyway,
it's been real, team. Thank you guys so much for watching
Yeah.
this week's episode of the Love Street podcast. Spooky, scary Summerween. We hope that we frightened you all with our creepypastas as much as we are all excruciatingly discomforted right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back in the next episode, back to our regularly scheduled programming, sans spooky scaries, with the tea on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, and our thoughts and opinions. So I'm gonna leave it to Kenz for the plugs.
Okay, well, our plugs are pretty minimal.
That's okay.
Because our last thing that I have in my inbox went out this morning. But as of right now, we have an Obsession review coming out at a to be determined date.
I have like one more paragraph, I promise.
And then did I my review again? Oh, this is like far in advance, but this is late as fuck. But on the 3-month anniversary of the Euphoria finale, I'm gonna be doing like a deep dive into that and kind of talking about how it redeemed the rest of the season, because the rest of the season was hot garbage. But that's not till end of August though. So that's all we have for now. And then fun social media stuff.
Yes, I will say, me and Hadley, another journalist from Love Street, have started an account called the Playlist Station, where we make playlists curated for very hyper-specific vibes. And there will be a Summerween playlist coming out for the Summerween episode.
Fire.
So I'll link it in the description of this video. And thank you guys so much for watching. All of our social media and everything is in the description. Check out the most recent coverage for Love Street. Check out all of our social medias. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!